Hello everyone, welcome back to this series of Introduction to Salesforce Commerce Cloud, and in today's video we'll be talking about campaigns. In the last video when we created a promotion, we saw that the promotion is not visible on the storefront just because the campaign was not assigned. So the campaigns can be considered as a set of experiences which the customer faces or feels when they are browsing through the website. And even before that, the way they are landing onto the website, the way they are approaching the website, that can also be considered as part of the experience. For instance, the URL of the website can be part of some blog, or it could be part of the Facebook ads that we are seeing. So based on that particular URL, maybe you want to provide the customer with a certain experience. It could also be possible that the merchandising team just want to spread some awareness about the new category being introduced or new promotion that they are planning for. Or it could be possible that an existing promotion which is active on the site that needs to be displayed. So overall, the journey that the user performs on the website, different details that they see could be part of an experience, and these experience can be controlled under the campaigns. So that you can do under the merchant tools, online marketing, and the campaigns part. But before we do that, we need to make some tweaks in the promotion that we created last time. So for instance, the call out message, we didn't provide that, so let's go with that, 20% off. And details, you can specify, yeah, these are optional feeds, but because the promotion that we are trying to create, we'll be seeing that on the storefront, so that's why we have configured it here. Once you do it, you can specify the value of promotion, like 20% off, 25% off, and under the discounted product, we'll just go to the website and try to find a product. Okay, so right now you're already seeing the price being slashed by like 500 and then it's 300. So this price data is coming directly from the price book. Left one is the list price book and the right one is the sales price book. So for this particular product, we'll go with the, let's say 38 size and 20 regular width. This is the product ID. For this one, we want to provide 25% off. And yeah, that's it. So now the promotion has been updated. We'll head towards the campaign. Now under the campaign, when you create a new campaign, you will have to provide some attributes like ID, enabled, disabled, and all. Scheduling and qualifiers. So basically it provides you with the what dates you are targeting this campaign to be active for. So let's go with no start date and end date. That means this should be continuously available. Again, the customer group tells us about whether this promotion is to be targeted for any specific group of customers. Like if you wanted to be for the registered or unregistered, we'll just go with the everyone for right now. Source codes, as we talked about, when the user is landing onto the website from some other website or maybe from the ads. So based on that, if you want to provide a different experience, so that's when we use the source codes. Source codes are basically nothing but a parameter on the ID which is part of the URL, and then the system understands, okay, the traffic is coming from that particular endpoint, and for them we need to have a different kind of experience. So that is something when we use that's something for which we use the source codes. And coupons are the same as the coupons that we use on different e-commerce websites. Now under the experiences, you will see different options here, like the slot configuration. If you want the dynamic content to be visible based on the campaign configuration, that can be done here. Similarly, the promotions, sorting rules, or the keyword search sorting rules. So these kind of experiences you can update under the campaigns directly. We'll just go with the promotions for now, and we'll add this 25% off. Now the moment you do it, and if you go back to the product detail page and we refresh it, now you can see this says the special offer 25% off, and the details are the one that we specified in the promotion configuration. Now this is not the ID for which we created the promotion. This is basically the product, you can say either the product base product or the variation group product. So we created this specifically for 38 size and regular width, and right now you can see the special offer. But what happens is the price has been slashed by 25% more. So previously it was 500, then 299, now it's 299, then 224. But the moment you select any other variant, this will default back to the previous values of the price. Now there are certain other parameters that we can see here. Under the promotions, you will see the schedule, which we have already provided here. Customer groups is everyone. Source codes we haven't provided, and coupons also we haven't configured. Now this flag makes sure that required qualifier means these are basically the three qualifiers which decide whether the promotion should be active and visible or not. And there are two kind of values that you can specify: any or all. So any means if any one of these, out of these three, any one of these conditions satisfy, then this will be visible on the storefront. And if you keep it as all, that means all three values, that whatever we have set up, this should satisfy. So for now we have configured only for the customer groups. Even if you keep it any or all, it should work fine. Now when we talk about the we can talk about the coupons now. And the moment you just keep in mind that for now we have kept a required qualifiers as all. That means whenever these three values, out of these three, whatever we have set, all of them should satisfy the condition. So now when we go to the coupons, okay, these are the out of the box coupons that you get. We'll create a new coupon, and again the parameters, like if you want it to be case sensitive or not, so we'll just go with no. Coupon types, that means if you want a single coupon to be used by all the customers, this will be the configuration, single code. Multiple codes mean you want to generate different codes and you want to supply different codes to different customers. And if you want to have system generated codes, you can go with that. So for now we can just go with single code, and we can specify like we'll just use the same as the ID, or you can keep it different as well. The moment you save it so this is where you can see the general information related to this coupon, like description, whether you want it to be enabled or not. So we want it, it's a single code type coupon. Redemption per coupon code you can also specify. Right now it's unlimited. If you want this to be, so when you want it to be restricted to a set of customers, then you can specify like, okay, these many coupons should be redeemed. Apart from that, no one else should be able to use it. Similarly, per customer, you can also specify like single customer can use only once. So that as well you can specify. Then comes the redemption per time period, like, and this duration, how many redemptions can be done. And there's one more attribute which tells us like how many redemptions you want to do within a single order. Right now it's not visible somehow, but that as well you can specify here. We'll just save it. Under the coupon codes, you can see this is the code that we have generated. So this is the code that you'll have to use when you want this to be applied. Assignments, we can see there's no such assignment as of now. So we'll just assign it to a campaign. So there's the campaign that we have. And under the redemptions, you can see if this coupon has been redeemed. So the coupon gets redeemed once the checkout has been done. So with the product, when you apply the coupon and you place the order, then the redemption will happen. So we'll go back to the storefront, and when you refresh the page, you'll see now the promotion is not visible. Even if you select the correct size and the correct width, the promotion is still not visible. The reason is, if you go back to the campaign, so under the campaign, we have set required qualifiers as all. So that's why it is making sure that the customer group the customer belongs to is everyone. That's satisfied. But the coupon, promotion testing coupon, has not been provided right now. So that's why this is not visible here. The moment you select it as any, and if you refresh the page, now again you can see the promotion is available and the price is getting updated. So we'll just keep it as all and try to apply the promotion. So on the cart page, you can see the price is still the same as what we saw in the PDB, but here we'll provide the promotion coupon. And the moment you do it, you see the discount values appearing here, and the price has been further reduced. Like it was 300 before, and now it has become it has been slashed by 25%. So these are the two parameters. And similarly, when we talk about the source codes, so similarly, we have to specify the source code groups if you want to have that. And based on the required qualifier, you can the system will decide whether all of three should satisfy the condition, or if any one of them is satisfying and it should be visible or not. Ranking is the same as what we saw into content slots. You can specify what rank. So lower the rank, higher the priority. So that is the same rule that is applicable in the promotions as well. Exclusivity is basically the global one, like it's available across all the pages everywhere. And the status is enabled. Sorry, not globally available, but the exclusivity that we said in the promotion, like it should not be applicable or combinable with the rest of the promotions. Now under the campaigns, there's one more thing, source codes. And source codes are basically as we talked about it, it's a way for the system to understand where the traffic is coming from. Source code is something which we'll be considering as part of the next video. For this, we were just targeting the campaign part, and how can we make sure that the promotion, when we have created, it's part of the campaign and it's active and visible on the storefront. And how we have seen that how the promotion can be combined with the coupon codes as well, and the application of the coupon code make sure that the promotion is available and applied to the cart. So that's it for today's video. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please reach out over sfcc.queries@gmail.com, or you can post your comments on the videos as well. I hope this video help you understand the campaign and the promotion and the relation between both of them. So the next video will be covering the source code and how can that be used.